Alright, so it's Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon. Uh, um, I'm here all by myself now. Mom and Amanda left this morning from the hotel, so we checked out of the hotel, and so now I'm going to be staying out here for the next 2 weeks, is the plan. So I kind of have all my stuff that I had in the bush except for one pump and one suction hose. I got it all in this general area out by where I'm working. So here's all the stuff here. I'm not sure if you saw in the last few videos, but this area was all willows and some grass and stuff like that. But just a few minutes ago, I took the chainsaw and the weed eater, and I cleared this little area up by the fire pit. So I have the gazebo in this container here. I don't have the proper covering for it, but I have that tarp right here. So I'm gonna set it up right here and put that tarp over, and then it'll give me the general area. As you can see here, this is the little butterfly my mom set up here for memory of my dad. My dad liked this place and he wanted to come out this year, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So mom put this little butterfly in memory of him. So once I got this the camp all set up, I got a little more modifications to do to the trommel, and hopefully all the issues will be fixed. And hopefully for the next 2 weeks I can just keep the thing running all day long between doing the excavation, because I kind of have to do like at least a couple hours of excavation for every hour I run the trommel. So that's the unfortunate part about that, but that's the way it is. So all set up here, and hopefully by tonight I'll be able to do a little cleanup and see if I get anything. So. Alright, so I just cut a little bit of, I made this piece of angle iron, or not angle iron, expanded metal, about quarter-inch smaller in the width, because I had it set up for it to go on the bottom sluice run, and the bottom sluice run is a little bit wider than the top one. So I'm just going to try to switch it around a little bit. I'm going to put this expanded metal on the top sluice run, and I'm going to try the Hungarian riffles on the bottom sluice run. So I know the reason I wanted to do that was because I had a guy out here and he was kind of giving me some advice, and that was one of his recommendations. And also right at the top, I haven't quite figured out the solution yet. I think I might have a solution, but I'm not gonna run it the way it is for now. But water comes out of the distribution chute it congregates in the one far corner. It comes out really fast, and so the first bit of a sluice box just gets washed right out. But I know the Hungarian riffles do catch most of the coarse gold that's on this claim, so I'm hoping if I move them down, it's still going to work good. Maybe, hopefully, get a little more gold recovery. I ran some on the last cleanup I did from this first yard of gravel. I didn't video it, but I got quite a few flakes of gold, what I would expect out of this hillside from the last time I was here. So seems to be going good right now, even with the problems that I'm having. So. Alright, so I just ran 2 yards for over what I did yesterday and what I did this morning. I ran 2 more yards out of this cliffside. So I got 2 yards of concentrate in the sluice box, and I have the gold from 1 yard in the same cliffside in the pail over there. So what I'm gonna do is right now I'm gonna do the cleanup, and I'll show you. I was going to video a little bit of shoveling that last 2 yards into the trommel, but I forgot to video it. But I'll show you some more of the trommel working in a little bit. I'll explain what I'm going to be doing next in a few minutes in the video here. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'll show you the whole process, but this is the concentrate of 2 yards of gravel. And there's all the coarse tailings, and there's all the fine tailings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the wheelbarrow up with water, and that's where I'm going to clean up the sluice boxes. I'm going to do 2 separate cleanups. I'm going to do a separate cleanup of this. That way I want to see how much is getting past this expanded metal into the Hungarian riffles. And as I had before, I had the Hungarian riffles up top. I switched that around, so I'm going to see how much is actually getting past this expanded metal to the Hungarian riffles, and see what percentage of the gold Hungarian riffles itself are catching. And it's still not perfect in here. You can see it's kind of not as much pack gravel in there as is down there. It's because it comes off really fast out of that corner, and I might have to just move the whole sluice box over at some point, but I don't know when I'm going to do that yet. It seems to be catching gold the way it is, but I'm sure I'm losing something the way it is, so at some point I'm going to have to change that out. And then once I got everything in the wheelbarrow, I set up this sluice box over here. I set it up to, I got another pail to go right here, and then that's going to have water in it. You'll see it on the video, but I got it all set to the right angles. And I'm going to run all the concentrate through that sluice box, and then I'm going to take the concentrate out of this sluice box and pan it. So if I pan all of that, it's probably like 20 pans in my little finishing pan. But if I pan, it's probably like 2 pans out of this one. So all right, so I will keep you posted on where I'm at with that. So all right, so I just so the first night out here after Mom and Amanda left, I spent the night out here, out at the claim. I just throw it down over there, and the second day I have a trail camera set way over there down the hillside. So the second day or the second or third day, I can't remember, but it was yesterday anyway, I went and checked the trail camera. I got 2 things other than me on the trail camera. The first thing was an hour before I got here on Sunday, there was somebody on a side-by-side drove up the hill and back down. I got 2 pictures of them one going up, one going down, and it was only 2 minutes apart. So it looks like he just ran up here, ran back down. I still had most of the stuff hidden in the bush at that time, so that might have been a good thing. I don't know. Doesn't look like I had the trommel set up and everything up there, but obviously if you've seen it, he didn't do anything to it because nothing was disturbed. But the first night that I stayed out here after I checked the camera, I noticed at about 1:30 in the morning BC time, I caught right down the trail. There was a bear. It walked. I got two pictures of them. They weren't very good. I'll show you them in a minute here on the video. But yeah, I kind of got a picture of his head, and then I got a picture of his rear end on the second picture. And so it wasn't very good, and it was at dark, so I couldn't see too much detail. But on the first picture, it kind of looked like he might have had a little hump on his back, so might have been a grizzly, but I don't know. So last night I didn't really want to stay out here, spend the night out here anyway. So I drove into town and I just parked it outside on the road, outside by the Wells Hotel there. And tonight I booked a spot at Golden Nugget RV Park, I think it's called, or something in Wells. I'll show you a video there too when I'm there. But yeah, I feel pretty comfortable out here in the day by myself, but I don't feel comfortable out here at night.